We have a couple items for first briefing. First is LED lighting and air conditioning. Dr. Swift.
Very good. Thank you, President Johnson and trustees. I appreciated Trustee Lazarus commenting earlier regarding our review of part one of this project at our prior meeting, and then the review of the second part of the project that we considered this week with our bond committee. So Mr. Latzana is coming forward to really pick up just the balance of details on our LED lighting and air conditioning projects. And Mr. Latzana, we now understand yet another reason that the air conditioning now also helps with humidity. I don't think we'd ever discussed that part of it before. So Mr. Latzana is bringing forward the second parts of that. And then also, if it's okay, he'll move right into the abatement that is necessary in order to complete these projects. Again, we always want to pause and thank our community for their support of our 2019 capital bond. These were direct promises made in the campaign brochure of things that we would accomplish in the first early stages of this bond. So Mr. Latzana, share with the team, if you would, the board, if you would, the details of both the LED lighting and air conditioning and the abatement. Thank you.
Great. I'll just start at the top and work my way through, and I'll be able to answer any questions people might have. So for the LED lighting at Burns Park, Angell, and Community High School and the air conditioning projects, we issued a number of bid packages, we call them, and they're different trade packages. So there's a mechanical, an electrical, demolition, glass and glazing, a number of different bid packages. And when we received the bids for these projects, there was a bid division at Community High School that we only got one bid, and we felt that we wanted to go back out. So we chose not to open that bid and reissued that. And at Angell and Burns Park, the glass and glazing was the same thing. We only had one bid, and so we had enough time, and we elected to put it back out and rebid that. So that's what we're here today with, just the last little bit of cleanup on that. At Burns Park and Angell Elementary, as I mentioned, it was the glass and glazing. It's not a very large contract. I think that's why we had trouble getting bidders. We did receive two bids this time, and Trenco Glass of Warren, Michigan was the lowest qualified bidder at $61,098. And for Community High School, it was a larger bid division. It was a selective demolition, and we received four bids. One bid was withdrawn as the contractor realized they did not receive, or they did not include all of the work in their bid. The lowest qualified bidder was Blue Star Inc. of Detroit, Michigan at $536,050. Those are all in support of the air conditioning and lighting projects. When we do this kind of work, it is the time that we run into needing to abate some asbestos. Pretty much every commercial building out there built before 1970 has some amount of asbestos in it. If it is not disturbed and it's not friable, it's not a cause for concern for human health. And the best practice is to leave it undisturbed but documented in the building. So we have a red book for every single building that documents the existing asbestos and some other items in our buildings. And then as contractors do work, they reference the red book. And if there are items that they need to, let's say, replace a pipe because of a leak, and we determine that it has an asbestos pipe wrap, which is a very common condition, we would bring in an abatement contractor who would do the abatement, and then the pipe would get replaced. Because at Tappan, we are essentially replacing the entire heating system of the building. There's quite a bit of pipe wrap in the tunnels in particular that contain asbestos. Working with our environmental consultants. What they do is they do a survey of the area of work. They test different materials to determine if it is in fact asbestos containing, and then they provide a scope of work for the bid documents. For Tappan, we received almost a record number of 7 bids. And Right Way Remediation Services of Whitmore Lake, Michigan was the lowest qualified bidder at $33,200. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right. Trustees, any questions? All right. This is kind of straightforward, especially compared to the last presentation. So I'm not surprised that there aren't too many questions. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Lautzana. We do appreciate it.